Come in a little closer. Why, Dell? Why? Why must you make me live the dongle life? Welcome back to my channel, YouTube. I'm your gracious host, Nelson Eubanks. But today, we got a banker. We're unboxing the Anker 7-in-1 USB-C dongle. It has two USB-A ports, micro SD, SD card slot, HDMI, a power delivery port, additional USB-C port. So, with saying that, it has everything you need. What more could you ask for? But before we get into that, you know the procedures. Subscribe to the channel. It's free to do so. Let's get to it. Today we will be again unboxing this Anker USB-C dongle, which definitely will come in handy. I will be using it with my laptop. Dell came out with the new XPS this year, and obviously everything is USB-C. The ports on the device is USB-C. So with that being said, you're going to need a dongle as it relates to, you know, if you want to do HDMI, if you want to do SD cards, micro SD, and a host of, you know, kind of assorted ports, that is, to do your daily functions. Hell, the USB-C or the Dell doesn't even come with the USB type A port. So with that being said, we're going to be able to get a bunch of those ports back on our device, and we'll do that with this Anker USB-C dongle. Alright, so first and foremost, get our handy dandy cutting tool out. Alright. There we go. Quick and easy. Let's go ahead and set this back in the box, or in its case, so that we don't hurt ourselves. Nice little pull tab here. Decent packaging. Kind of let you see that. Decent packaging there. What is this? As always, usual books and shit. Cluck it and file it. And it's really not much to it, man. It's really not much to the case. You do get a carrying case. This is super soft, textured. Definitely something, you know, when you have your, you know, your laptop bag or whatnot, you have a pouch to kind of put this device in. So that's going to come in handy. It has a little bit of the Anker. I don't know if you can see that, but it has a little bit of the Anker branding on the actual pouch. So good soft touch, good deal. And then the product of the hour, this is what we came here for. This is going to be your Anker USB Type-C dongle. This end here has the USB-C end, and it plugs directly into your laptop. Or hell, if you want to use this for your desktop, I don't see why you would, because you should have an allotment of ports or assorted of ports on your desktop. But with that being said, this is USB-C. It's perfect for me because obviously the Dell XPS 15 only comes with USB-C type ports. It does have a not a micro, but an SD card slot, which is super important in this day and age. But let's just kind of get into the Anker. So has a little bit of the Anker branding here. Right here, let's kind of go over the actual ports. So you have a PD port, which is basically power delivery. This is where you could actually power this device, and then you could in turn charge other devices while powering this device. Okay, so now with saying that, let's take a look at the rest of the ports. So you also have your SD card slot, and then you have your micro SD card slot, and then you have your HDMI port. So just to kind of get that a little bit closer so you guys can see, you have HDMI here on the top portion here. There's the SD card slot, and then you have your micro SD card slot at the bottom, and then your PDA port, which is power delivery. Okay, and then on the back side, on the opposite side, it looks like you have like a little port here where once you plug it in, it's going to light up to kind of tell you that, hey, it is activated and you are able to power up. I have another USB-C. I have a USB-C port over on this side. And then you have those, USB 2.0 ports. If you notice, it has the blue inserts there. So it's a little bit faster. Obviously, USB-C is going to be definitely faster But on the box, it does say does support Thunderbolt, so your Thunderbolt ports are going to work on this device. Now, what I will say is if I'm giving a honest review on this device, I have opened it up and I have actually used it. Once I initially got it, just to ensure that everything was working as planned. What I have noticed on this Anker USB-C port, when I plug this in, and I'm not sure if this is user error or not, but when I plug this end in into the device to my laptop, and then let's say I'm using the HDMI. I'm using the HDMI port because I want to, have my display screens. I want to use this to display a secondary screen. Well, what I've noticed is when my battery starts to run low on my laptop, and then in turn I plug the laptop in its native port, for some reason my laptop actually gives me a warning indication stating that my power is below the average. It's like a slow charging port. So I'm really not sure if that's something that I'm doing. Maybe someone on YouTube, you guys, I know we have a community out here, can kind of help me out with that. But every time I'm using this, and now granted, I'm not actually using the power delivery port. I'm not plugging my device into the power delivery port. I'm plugging it into its native port on the laptop, and I'm using this on a secondary USB-C type port just to, have a secondary display using that HDMI over here. For some reason, every time I do that, my battery indication light says that it's on a slow charge. So, again, maybe that's user error. I'm really not sure. But with that being said, hopefully someone out there can kind of help me out. If you're watching this video, can kind of help me out and give me some pointers on that. But other than that, I think that this is a great device. Haven't had really any issues with it. It works as it should outside of that little issue that I've had. But other than that, it works as planned. I'm really happy with the device. I'm able to get that secondary screen as I stated. But other than that, as always, peace.